Oh.
Don't bend them at all. You can lock down in front of you. So go ahead and come down, squat into it, and then up. Lock. Keep it locked. Completely locked. Completely locked. Okay. Just swing into it. Bring your feet in just a little bit. Bring up the feet just a tiny bit. Good. And the only thing that I'd have you do different, we'd have to work on this a separate time. When you're doing the squat, you're kind of coming over your toes a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The best thing when you're doing a squat is you want to sit back into it.
So stick your butt out?
Stick your butt out. That's the best way to describe it. But like I said, we'd have to work on the squat a bit. You can try it now and see if that works. That would be ideal. Elbow straight.
Oh.
Arms locked. That's better.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right. The next one we'll do, we will go ahead and do called the dragon flag. We're going to do a modified version of it. So the dragon flag is a hand. It's a little bit easier. You start off right on the end. Your butt's going to be on the end. Hands come behind you. Hold on. Your leg is going to come straight in front of you. There's two parts to the motion. The first part, you raise your legs up. Second part, try to touch the sky.
Okay.
Come back down. You can go up to here. You can go, as long as you're not going too low. If you don't want to sink all the way down, you're going to put a lot of stress on the lower back. Up. And try it. And if that's too difficult, we'll start with just the leg raise hanging off the end, and we can progress to adding that reverse crunch. First off, bring your butt right up to the edge. There you go. Now, get yourself a nice grip. Legs straight out in front of you. Raise them up. Touch the sky. Good. Want to make it a little harder? Let your legs come down to about right there.
Okay.
Want to make it a little bit harder? Take a nice little pause. You go up. Pause. And come down.
I like this one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
It's a good one. Okay, that's good. Alright, and the last thing we'll do, we're going to throw some burpees in.
Okay.
You know what a burpee is?
No.
Okay. Burpee, normally, there's a few parts to it. You kneel down, out into a push-up position,
Yeah.
push up, come back in, and jump.
Okay.
Okay? But with the rotator cuff problems, or I assume rotator cuff problems, with the shoulder problems you're having with the swimming, we're going to go ahead and knock out the push-up. I'm kind of afraid to do any pressing exercises when that's happening.
Okay.
So, modified version will be kneel down, squat down, whatever you want to call it, out into a push-up position, back in, and up.
Okay.
Since you're not doing the push-up, it's going to be a little bit easier. So the key is to do them fast, and you get a nice high jump. The thing that makes the burpee difficult is the jump. If you go down and do a little hop, it's not going to do anything.
It's a waste of effort.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and try one.
Okay. So.
Okay. Go slow now.
I'll go slow.
Go down.
Down.
Jump into push-up position.
Go.
Okay. We don't want this. Get nice and straight. Butt up. Not too high. Nice and straight. Straight line. Have it pretty. Hands should be right directly under your shoulders. Wherever's comfortable.
Okay.
And then back into it. And then up. Now when you go down into that position, you need to be in that position every single time.
Okay.
You drop down into it. Nice, pretty push-up position. Good. And then back in. And then up. Do another one. Do a couple more. See how it feels. One thing I see you're still doing, butt up, hips up.
Okay.
Good. One more. Okay, good. And that's it. Okay. I did forget actually. We'll do a cool down normally. I don't actually happen to have the foam roller on me right now.
Yeah.
Foam rolling is a really good way to relieve a little bit of tension in the muscles. You usually do it with a big roll of foam, like the name is, or with a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. And what you'll do, let's see if I can kind of demonstrate it. Pretend the dumbbell is a piece of foam. You'd be sitting on the ground, and you want to roll it slowly over the muscle. And you're going to feel spots where it's just tense, pain. That's not a bad thing. The little bits of scar tissue that build up, trigger points. And what you want to do when you get to them is just hold it on there. And next time I'll bring in a foam roller, we can actually go over that. It'll be real quick, just a little bit of a cool down. Also, to do a cool down, you could do a little more of the mobility, dynamic stretching stuff we did.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's just about it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Now, I want to sit down and kind of give a little bit of insight into why I chose what I chose. Mainly, I like the dynamic stretching and the mobility a lot more than static stretching. You know, I've just read a lot about static stretching really killing power output in the workout. And I like the dynamic stretching a little better just because it gets the heart rate up, kind of is a lead into some of the movements the athlete or client will be doing. As far as the exercises I actually chose, this would be part of a 2-day workout, just an A and B. Pretty quick stuff. I know that this woman leads a pretty busy life being an office manager, especially with going through changes in administration, and I needed something that she would be able to get in quick. As far as the Bulgarian split squats, I like those a lot. Unilateral exercise, you know, I can't say enough about it. Develops balance, can build up a side that's too weak or too tight. The Cuban raises. Now, it wasn't actually said that she had rotator cuff problems, but I'm going to assume, since she's getting the pain swimming, that the rotation is what's causing it. Assuming that, I would like her to back off from the swimming, try and take it easy or not at all, until we can figure out if it needs to be strengthened or what, and then go from there. And if she's still getting pain doing the strengthening exercises, I would just have her not do anything for a few weeks, see if we can get it to go away completely, and then go from there. The lunge jump, like I was saying during the session, the power component is huge. Power is such an important factor in daily life, in anyone's life. A lot of studies are showing it now to be more important than strength as you get older, because it decreases so quickly. Other than that, I mean, any little extra bit that you can get during in a triathlon is going to help. The dumbbell swings. These I like a lot, mainly because they're just really good at keeping the heart rate up. If you get into a good rhythm, just keep them going. They work better with a kettlebell, but I've always used a dumbbell. And that's one of the key things I wanted to concentrate on, was keeping the heart rate up. As far as that little core exercise I threw in, the dragon flag, the modified version is really good for people starting out, so I like to use that. And the burpee. I really wanted to have a component of mid-level conditioning. She gets a lot of work from aerobic through all of the training she actually does for the tries. Anaerobic, not such a big key right now. We can focus later on that with the intervals if we need to. So right now I'd like to just get a good mid-range exercise in. And we'll keep the burpees mid-range conditioning by using relatively short rest periods. I wanted to do, say, 30-second sets of the burpees with 30 to 60-second rest periods. I don't want to give it too long, or we're going to go into, mainly an anaerobic system. And as far as putting the burpees at the end of the workout, I thought that would be great because after doing all of the other stuff she did, she'd already be pretty fatigued. The burpees are a pretty full-body exercise. They're pretty rough on the lungs. It almost mimics what she would be going through in a race, getting off the bike and going into the run section. So I thought that would be real great. And as far as the total workout that I would like her to do, like I said, 2 days a week, relatively low volume, because she's probably already doing quite a bit with the tri training, the swimming, the biking, and the running. So I want strength training to be there. It's obviously very important, but it's key that she doesn't do too much. That's the main thing you worry about with those endurance athletes, it's just doing too much. And that's about it.